Hello everyone and welcome to Dazzlers of Division A. In our second episode, our guest is a CC and ALB, and the highlight of his tenure is that his CC10 was in the amphitheatre in the middle of the whole town of Vadodara. He held the post of Vice President Education in last year and is currently the president of Vadodara Toastmasters Club. He is famously known as the SRK of Division A. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Sanjay Ravikumar.
Thank you, Richa. Thank you for that warm introduction. Yes, of course, it's my pleasure to be here and to take this opportunity to have, call myself Dazzler of Division A. Hopefully, let's have a very, dazzling, bombastic interview.
Yeah, so as you are funny, your club members have requested us that you will have to answer every question ending with a joke.
Okay.
I think you can guess the name of the member in the end. So here we go. Describe yourself in 3 words.
Describe myself in 3 words. I would say me, you, and them. There's a old Japanese saying that a human being has 3 forms to themselves. So to describe me in 3 words is essentially I have one perception about me. I mean, of course, people who are close to me, people who know me have a totally different perception of me. And I think the outside public know very little, and whatever little they know, I think that's going to be another different scenario altogether.
Okay, well, that's a great saying. And taking cue from it, what are the qualities of a good leader in your opinion?
This question actually reminds me of my campus placements in 2015. During the campus interview, they asked me a very similar question, what is a leader to you? There's a not so famous band from the US which is called Ailstorm. They do a genre of music called pirate metal. So there is a song named To the End of Our Days. It's about a captain of a ship who is in battle, and unfortunately he's in a losing side of the battle. So there he says, and I quote from the song, I stand here alone on the bow of the ship, counting the hours till I die. Abandoned to fate with no chance of return, I raise up my fist to the sky. But these days were the best of our lives and nothing can take that away. So when we are dead, we'll all meet again, but now fight to the end of our days. Okay, this is the actual, basic theme of the song. So this is what a leader means to me. I told my interviewer the same answer and I got the job. So I think here again I'll reply with the same thing.
Yeah, so it works all the time.
So a leader is someone who leads from the front. Even in a losing situation, he barges from the front, he guides you, he gives you the motivation to go.
So as you are a quick-witted person and you are pretty comfortable with impromptu speaking, any tips for people who are dead scared of table topics like me?
See, table topics, as I tell everyone, I started public speaking when I was 12 years old. So it's, almost 12 years now full of training. And for table topics, the only tip I would like to give you is keep up to date with the current events. Read newspapers, catch up with news every day. They have enough content to tell you, to guide you on whatever topic you want to talk about. Nobody's a know-it-all. It is just that the guts and, you have to go ahead with it. That's all is the secret of table topics.
Okay, I think that's a great advice for people who are preparing for table topics. Okay, moving on. Now it's time for our fun segment. As we are in Toastmasters, I have changed the tags to suit our decorum. In this segment, you will be given 3 tags and name of 3 Toastmasters. And you have to assign a tag to each Toastmaster. The tags are mentor, you want to be their mentor, judge, you will judge them, and pass, that is, you will pass their speech, performance, event or anything. So are you ready? Okay, so here it starts, and the Toastmasters are Neha, Pinky, Deval.
Neha, Pinky, Deval, all 3 of them are, of course, they inspire me in their own way.
No, actually, you want to be the person's mentor. It's like that. Yes.
Then, of course, if I want to be the mentor of them, I think I can take the liberty of being the mentor of Toastmaster Neha, because I can help her in the humor part, so that can be good. Judge, of course, I would love. The one person I love evaluating is Deval, because I have seen him, from the initial days he joined Toastmasters. So I've evaluated so many speeches of him. So I would love to evaluate him. I would love to judge him. The improvement he has shown. I mean, I quote him as example to so many people who are interested to join Toastmasters. And then pass, of course, I think the only person left is Pinky, because I know she's going to do a great job. So, I mean, I think she's going to really hate me on this. I think she has been inviting me to whatever she has been doing, participating in the world meets, so on and so forth for the last 2-3 weeks. And I have actually passed all of them, not attending them. So I think it's not too away from reality. I think she's going to hate me when this comes out.
She's going to kill you for this.
Yeah, she's going to come at me with some knife or something. I have to run for my life.
Okay, so the next is Richa, Hiren, Arihant.
One thing I would like to say is I've only heard one speech of Richa's. Okay, I have not heard much. I've just heard, I think, only one. I think you gave it in VTM or TCB. I don't remember exactly. Oh, I think it was VTM.
I did not. I have not delivered speeches in TCB or VTM.
Or was it in YouTube?
Is it? Am I that famous?
I don't know, but I've heard one speech of yours. Okay, so but that's my biggest regret. I've heard only one. I want to hear more. Maybe to push you to give more speeches, I would be your mentor, because I am very good at pushing people, over the edge. As I told you, I have a love for pirate metal. So pirates, generally push people off their ships a lot, threatening them. It's called walking the plank. So I will definitely make you walk the plank and push you to give more and more speeches, to the worldwide audience, basically. So I would like to be your mentor. Again, Arihant. I mean, exactly as I mentioned. I almost view Arihant as a Deval Junior. He has also shown tremendous improvement after he has come to Toastmasters. I think I was there on the first day he took the post of Sergeant at Arms, and he did it. And today he has been one of the classic examples of Sergeant at Arms. I give to everyone. I think even in the recent COTP which we had in Vadodara, because we couldn't make it to the official COTP in Ahmedabad, I made sure he gives Sergeant at Arms training as well. So he has improved tremendously. So I would love to judge him, evaluate him. That's one thing I would love to do. And I think the third one was Hiran sir. Hiran sir, I would like to call him. I know he will take it in full jest that he has been a thorn in my side. As you rightly pointed out in the introduction, I've got many second and third places in the humorous speech contest and all the international speech contest and everything. The one person who always beat me up to it by getting the first or the second, and I got the third place, was always Hiran sir. So I think that friendly rivalry in heart, I would like to pass a speech.
Okay, so it's your revenge. So you will pass him.
Yes.
So we did our research and we checked your Instagram bio, and it says a jack of an ace. Would you like to comment on it?
How about using unparliamentary words in those videos? Is it frowned upon, or is it like Toastmasters meeting where you can't do it? See, basically, I'll tell you. Jack of an ace is. I have a love of playing cards. Okay, I am a professionally trained bridge player. If you have heard, bridge is an Olympic card game. It played in Olympics as a card game. I'm professionally trained in it. I went for almost a 2-year course, and I love playing cards. Be it any kind of cards, rummy, gin, or blackjack. I've actually played blackjack in Vegas as well and lost $20. So I'm a big time, card player. So, and then of course, this is why I put a little bit of disclaimer in the beginning, and most of my friends will agree to it that, if you have heard of the Urban Dictionary term called, the jackass, who actually makes a fool of himself, who is a fool. So, a combination of jackass and with my love of cards, came, my beautiful brain thought about this euphemism called jack of an ace. So it's essentially jack of an ass, which is converted to jack of an ace to symbolize my love for cards. So that, I mean, if there are restrictions of using, unparliamentary words, I don't use the first one, but then I say the card part. So it's a combination of both.
So you made it up. Jack of an ace.
I completely made it up. So I wanted to think of a bio, and that point of time, I mean, I was writing answers on vague topics, and I was giving chemical equations. I was doing very out of the book stuff in that website. So I thought, I'm doing all the Urban Dictionary term of jack of an ace things, and then, of course, whatever stupid things I do, all the stupid things I do are little calculated. And you can't play cards without being a calculative person, or else you will end up losing all of your hands. So I'm a calculated stupid person. So that's the meaning behind it.
Okay, this was a hilarious session with you, and I'd like to close it with one last question. So, as you mentioned, you are a singer. Would you like to sing something for our audience?
Oh my God! I think if you have heard me, introducing into public speaking, the entire point I came into public speaking was because I couldn't sing anymore. I think the thing which has heard me sing was maybe my shower in the bathroom and my mirror in the toilet. Yes, that's all. Only they have heard me sing, and I mean, I can talk a lot. I don't think so. I can sing anymore. My voice is pretty bad. My singing career is over. It's behind me.
You ended it on purpose, I believe.
I didn't end it on purpose. I mean, I was made to end it. I mean, it was an act of God.
Okay. So I would like to change the question a bit. Let's keep it a phrase in your mother tongue. Can we change it to that?
To you, there is a phrase called Yadu Mure Yavrum Kelir, which means every city where we go or we live in is you are supposed to treat it as your own town, your own hometown. And every person you meet, you are supposed to consider them as your own friends, or kith and kin, your own friends and family, right? So especially we seeing in this current situation a lot of divide and a lot of just because you are not feeling the ownership of a particular place or a particular person or a particular event in society, we are just losing it. And even if you are in some other city, for example, I am in Baroda now and not in my hometown of Chennai. Even then, but Baroda is the place I live in, so I have to treat it as home. I have to treat the people in Baroda as my own family. I have to give them the respect. That's when I get this. I mean, I think it's a principle which is ingrained in your heart down south a lot.
Okay, I think it's really deep, a deep phrase that you shared with us. So that's all from my side. Thank you so much, SRK. Keep your sarcastic, never-ending, jovial spirit alive. We loved it.
Thank you.
So this was our second Dazzler from the series. Tell us in the comments how did you like it. We release videos every Thursday and Sunday at 9 PM. Stay safe, stay home, and keep dazzling. This is everybody signing off.